Okay. Yeah, I gotta go live in this area here because of the Wi-Fi. All right. So, two pieces about the Mirababa pilgrimage. One is I've got information up on the website JesusChristTrust.net about a pilgrimage to Mirababa Center in India. I'm still working on the details with my tech help individual. To get the messages to me, I haven't received them yet. So, uh, working on that. You can also write me an email and apply that way with the information from the website. That'll get immediately. So, but this is really about going to the Baba Center in Myrtle Beach. Hey, Mary. I don't know if I saw your comment yesterday. Maybe I didn't. I would. I'm always interested in your comments, Mary. You're very intelligent. Um, I'm in a. Okay. Yeah, write an email. I mean, I'm gonna get these things eventually. I'm just letting you know that I haven't got them. I'm not being I just haven't got the information. I'm not on delay on purpose. Okay. That's about that pilgrimage. But I'm in North Carolina now, and I have to drive back to Florida. Not today, but coming up soon. And look, the Mayor Baba's house at the Pilgrimage Center for the Mayor Baba Center in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I just kind of want to get, like, they don't want me there. They've asked me not, they told me I can't stay there anymore. Um, and so, but, because they're clever fairies, aren't they? And the woman that runs the place is like, well, you know, you say your God realized, why do you need to, you don't need to come here anymore. I was like, no, I don't, you know, but there are people there that actually an individual there that asked me to come meet with them. Come see you again, come meet with you, and he's maybe 10 or 15 years older than me, or maybe more. I don't know. And he doesn't have his vision anymore, and hasn't for quite a long time. And so it's not like he can come visit me, and he's not wealthy to say the least. He's there. There's no way I can see him. Literally, he can't physically see me. I can only be in his presence. So, you know, I'm gonna go there because Mir Baba's house, like I was saying, it used to be open on only Sundays. So I'll be like, oh, I have to arrange my schedule and get driving past there on a Sunday. But it's actually open 4 days a week now. So, um, and that's kneel at his bed and you know but also it's a large place, and he's there a lot every day. That's his life. And there are times when the public can go on every day, like certain hours of the day. And there's nighttime stuff too, when there's like people come events, music, and stories about Mayor Baba and stuff like that. So going to go there. Um, I don't know, in a week or so, I would say, on some open day, and see if the timing works out to meet with them. I get him a message anyway, and they'll have his number there somehow, and I'm gonna try and do that. So I'm not there for them, you know. They don't want me there. What are when asked, like Erich and the Mandalay, like the close disciples of Mayor Baba, if when they're videotaped on camera and stuff, and asked, do you want God realization? They all say no, which is what Mayor Baba says. Is the only goal of life. They say no. We want to come back and serve Mayor Baba here. It's like, so you're going against everything he said. Oh, okay. what? What are you? What are you? What's wrong with you? You know? Well, they're not human. They're not playing the game. They're not one of the 7,000, and they know it. And that's why they got to speak for 43 years. She's like, I can't tell you anything about this, but obviously everyone reads my mind. Everyone. I can tell them everything. Like, but I didn't tell you that. I just didn't speak. You know, it's funny. So, well, Mary, are you gonna write it out? I hope. Like, what's on your mind? Like, right in the chat there. I'm not gonna be on that long. So I was just letting you know that if anybody's like close to North Myrtle Beach or whatever, I'm gonna. It's not on my timing because I'm dealing with a 3 year old and stuff. Like, I'm just gonna go there when I get there, and when I get there, I'm gonna be there. You did. You wrote a comment here in this right here. Don't see it. I mean, I don't see a comment. I see 3 comments from you here, Mary. I don't see any more. So I, I just see 3 comments. I don't see one with a question or thoughts or anything like that. That's weird. So you're saying you're writing some stuff and some of the stuff is just getting deleted out of the comment section? Oh my god. Oh, what the house? I mean, how timid are these creatures around me? Isn't it just like this those cowardly little scurrying? Oh my god. Like it's unreal. Unreal. Maybe knock it down into pieces. Is Indian lockdown? I haven't heard that. But I'm just saying it might be. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna try and travel there, it might be. Alright, Valeria. Yeah, no, I can't see yesterday's comments from here, but if you write it here, I can see it. You know, like you take one right, but yeah, you're saying she's saying that it's just getting deleted. So maybe you could put it in 2 pieces. You know what I mean? Maybe have a sentence and then have a sentence, like because they sort of don't have meaning on their own, and you could put it in pieces. So try that. We gotta like real time hacks is the only way. Am I a prophet or not? Do it in part sentences. Am I or not? That's the information I have. Am I or not? Real time prophecy. Let's see. Can you write pieces of it right now? Huh? Writing pieces. Proof. What month are you traveling? I don't know. I'm working on it. Oh, you've been seeing that India's on lockdown. Ah, yeah. So, I mean, if you've been seeing that, that's fine. And that's what I said when I made this. Before they were on lockdown, I said, I'm going to initiate a pilgrimage to go there, and they will probably be on lockdown. Before. When I know, so we can get this together, know who it is that really cares, and, prepare for when they're not. And if not, well, maybe it'll be America. You know what I mean? And we'll meet in Myrtle Beach. So, like, if they make it impossible to be there, and like I'm doing right now, I might just be there on some day. Yeah, I mean, it has to be like that. You know what I mean? Or else y'all are gonna be like, well, maybe Jack, maybe not. Like if they don't pull so many ridiculous stunts all the time, it's just like, it's just some dude. And how's that help you? Like they have a duty to perform, and so they have to perform it. They're performers, as I am. So anyway, that's what's kind of going on. Like they make it impossible for me. Like if I meet with someone who's a real human, what's gonna happen? Like they're never gonna go back to anyone who's not a human. They all like that's how I've been a decade right out there doing darshan, right? A saint just like, hey, I'm in public, who's sort of almost don't. I mean, my mother had shown up at a drum circle to see me and didn't tell me or nothing like that. I was just like, turn around, she's there. And, friends of hers said that I was there or whatever, so she came down a week or two later or something like that. I mean, you know, they all come, not the humans though. So having a pilgrimage with the people here, like it might just be more possible to do it in America, So this is the place. America is the spiritual place. It's not somewhere. It's not India. It's not. It's not somewhere else. Here, because I'm here. It's not ego. It's God's game. Mir Baba said America would be the place where spiritual change would happen. Here, America. Why? This is duality. The center of hell, right? DC, Philadelphia, right in there, right? That's the center of hell. And where they run this place, like all the administration, that's where the we trust is. Like, that's it. Everyone do what we say. I got my paperwork says born in DC, you know? So, uh, so kind of the next phase of what I got to get into. And I've been kind of working through how to do this for people. I finished reading God Speaks. Wow. Congratulations. Took years. Man, it's so like you have to push. You have to, that, especially the opening part is like where the waves are there, like the waves are there pushing you away from the information. You're like, no, I'm going to keep it. You're like, oh, yeah. Your Baba is quoted as saying, like, say, right? Whatever I say, Bear says, of course he did speak. But uh, he put a spiritual atom bomb inside of it so that you have a reaction after reading it. So I, first time I read it, in 8 hours at one sitting at the Bear Baba Center in Myrtle Beach. I actually got it once to pee. I was in the library. I swear, I read the whole thing. Short. Just like that. I was like, boom, boom. I read the whole thing. I stared out at the lake, sitting in one chair, and I didn't have the book, and I was there, and homeless, whatever, living in the car, and I was there for a while. And 8 hours, boom, I read it. And upon finishing, like I closed the last page, I closed the book, right? And I just started cackling like a maniac. I didn't have this laugh that I have now until that day. And I just couldn't stop. I was just like, got hit with this bliss thing that he has. And it was just like, I was just like, oh my God, that's the truth. What the, to finally know. And and there was this woman, actually, there was a family there with a couple, like, I think 2 young children. And the wife and I had met because I saw they had surf stuff outside their shack, like at the Mama Center, their little, place they were staying. I was like, oh, hey, how you doing? You surf? And she's like, yeah, it was cold. It was like winter or something, wetsuit and everything. I was like, this is dedicated. And I had sold my surfboard or whatever by then. I was homeless. I had nothing. So I ended up meeting the family and stuff. And she's like, want to go surfing? I was like, okay. It was actually snow on the ground that day when we went surfing. It was like, it's too cold, but the waves are so perfect. And there was an extra wetsuit. We didn't have everything, but I had a board and I caught a couple waves. Anyway, it was nice. Uh, what? Oh, I saw her. I brought that up because I saw her like after I had that experience with reading God's speech. They were there, you know, and I like we ran into each other again in the kitchen or something like that, and I was like, man, I had a reaction to that book. I told her that, and she said, that's so funny. My husband had like the same reaction. Like she's like, yeah, no, he closed the last page, and like he's like, that's so funny. Like he had the same thing happen to him, And, like that's an accident, right? And so, it was funny to hear instantly, immediately at the Mama Center where I got this experience reading that book. Because what I find too with the Mama Center in India, like, like, how to say this? It's just, like I'm one with God, but getting the information for God and stuff, it's like sitting next to his tube. It's like, how to, it's like you're in the center of a river, the largest river in the world of information from God. And it's just like blasting at you, like, and that's the way I kind of feel like it's like, just, yeah, I sit there really next to his tube. I take a notebook out there just for writing. Like, it's just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Well, I can't even write as fast as God's speaking to me. No way. It's just like, yeah, yeah, So that's what I experienced over there. And that's, kind of like an intensification when you go on a pilgrimage to see God. It's like, well, I'm going to focus on God and let God know that God's the most important thing. And I'm taking time out from life, and I need to, receive from God whatever I need to receive based on what God thinks I need to receive right now. I need to set aside some time and energy and focus and all that for God. That's what it's for. Like, you're spiritually ready, you go there, you know, to lay down everything you have at God and say, I'm ready to receive because what? I want to be your servant. When I go to God, I'm like, make me your perfect servant. Make me your perfect servant. If I throw something in the duty, make me your perfect servant. That's my only message to God. Do it. Like, I'm here just to serve you. I don't just what you know, tell me what you need. That's it. It's just for me. It's just super easy. So, it's like, anywhere else is like, okay, I'm hearing, I am getting notified, I am getting the information, no problem, whatever. But there, it's just like, man, I came in, you know, it's just wonderful to take it in. Anyway, I hope you had a blissful reaction to that information. I know I did. I There are a lot of good books by Mirabama, and some are short, some are thick. I have all different kinds for whatever is kind of like, you know, sometimes it's easier for God to give me a message like, go pick up this book, just open it, it'll open to the right page, and, and I'll read that. And be, oh, okay, because it's written so perfectly. You get a thought, it's like, oh, okay, and then you kind of wrestle with it or whatever. But if you read it too, written down, that's very helpful. So, like instant messenger, hey, what's going on, So, hey, anyway, that's that information about pilgrimages. So, website's kind of getting where it needs to be and everything like that. I'm doing some family stuff, but I'm gonna have to do. I'm still, there's some things that need fixing to this van and so on, but it's getting uh, fully useful and not broken in so many ways, and so that I can basically go to the street. I'm gonna have to like, this is working for the people that care about God, you and are far along in their journey and knowledge and experience and all that. They can see that, oh, this is good information from that. But just sort of the general population or something like that, they need miracles videotaped and live. They need to, oh, I could go to this place and get baptized, get delivered, get, the information, witness and experience that God steps in and helps me, with the demons and so on. So I am going to have to start going live, basically. And I'm not, let's just be honest, I'm not really Christian, am I? No. I mean, I'm Christ. You see what I'm saying about Ian? I am, so it's sort of like I am so I'm not going to be like, I have a Christian message only. No, I don't. I work for God, like Jesus did, like Muhammad did. They became, like me, they became Christ conscious, you see? And of course, God picked Jesus above everyone. And that's good. Thank God. I don't want, I wouldn't want that. I would even, ah. So thankfully, uh, but I'm gonna have to take this to the street, because why? Because the street is full of half truthers, isn't it? Am I there to help people? Yeah, yeah. If anybody shows up who wants actual forgiveness of their sins and wants to come to God, I have that power. I have, you know, God has given me the power of deliverance. The demons come out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh huh. But if they don't want that, if they don't want actual forgiveness, God knows that and won't give it to them. Period. Like, God knows what's in your heart. I do nothing. I bend my knee and ask God to deliver you. And God does it if, knowing in your heart, that you actually want forgiveness of your sins that you won't repeat. Like, I'm done with my sins and I won't repeat them, so I need forgiveness. I want to come home. Yeah, I have to. I'm under orders. So I was hoping, you know what I mean? Like, it's so annoying because every religion is going to come at me because, and this is what I say to every religion. Muslims, Christians, they're out there, whoever, right? I go to the Christians, I'm like, are prophets real? Yes, I'm a prophet. What are you supposed to do with prophets around? They don't even know. You're supposed to check my past prophecies to see if they're real or not. That's what that's what it says in that book. You know, that's the only way you could know. What have you prophesied in the past correctly? Oh, okay, that's my list for me anyway, right? And so that's what they're supposed to check. They don't check that. Well, what's my job? Send everyone to hell, really, right? Who wants to go to heaven? No one. No one wants to do the list. A couple of people are here, maybe someone out there, but basically exposing that they're all going to hell and they're all going to die and they're all going to get thrown in a lake of fire. And that's all them, and it's their choice, and that's what I'm going to expose. Saving people, who? It could be many. I'll tell you what. Everyone that's come my way, like physically, it's all them, except for such a rare. I mean, it's like count them on one hand, if that. Count them on one finger, you know? So, but people need the truth. They don't need, oh, the book says this, and this book says that, and this book says that. It's like, no, you need the actual truth. This is the truth sets you free. And that's, and I go, last Christian group on like, on siesta, why am I doing it? Maybe this will sit here. That sun's getting up, isn't it? Uh, which is nice. Get warmer. Uh, but that's, the Christians, I go, hey, if you don't check my past prophecies, what is a prophet here to do to people that won't follow the book? Because you're not following the Bible. Uh, they're like, we're teaching the Bible. I'm like, no, you're not. I say, are you a prophet? You're teaching the Bible? You're teaching it? How? You could read it, but only a prophet could teach. You see? You can't teach. How can you teach? You can only read the book. A prophet either exists or they don't. And so you're going to listen to one or you're not, right? Like, who is the one to listen to based on your past prophecies? Do they have any? Are you kidding me? Is that a joke? No. So my goal is to go to the streets and, yeah, if anyone shows up who wants God, I'm prepared that no one ever will. I haven't really seen it myself before, but maybe somebody will. And the rest of them, really, the rest of everyone here, they are going to die and go to hell. So my goal is to, get them to deny the truth face to face. Hey, I'm there. And then what? Your soul is set. Off you go to hell. And I'll have to hang out with you no more. Yeah. And you don't get eternal life. God's going to kill you before the end of Judgment Day. You're going to die. I'm not. You follow? So, what's my job? To kill them all. I mean, you're to kill them all, right? Just based on how they react to the truth, does it, that that's what determines whether they're going to die or not. You see, and those that are with God, well, they don't die. They just, I made it to the end of the time loop, and now, hey, somehow I'm with God. Yeah, no, miracles exist. I'm not God. I'm not here to explain every single detail of miracles, because what, miracles are unfathomable. How you pray to God and God grants your miracle or He doesn't. That's it. Or God steps in and just does a miracle whether you pray it or not because you're working for Him. That's what happens to me usually. All right, that's a little update. Anybody got anything to say? I'm gonna jump off. But that's kind of my update on pilgrimage and what I'm up to and so on. So you have kind of like more information. Okay. All right. God watch over you all.